good is your Italian sense of humour? Well, you're about to find out. In this quiz and lesson, we'll go through 15 Italian jokes and word plays that test your vocabulary, grammar and cultural knowledge, all while making you laugh, or at least groan. Now if you get them right, bravissimo, and if not, no worries. You're about to learn some clever new expressions that Italians actually use in real life. So are you ready to put your Italian to the test and have a few laughs along the way? And don't worry about taking notes, I've done all the hard work for you. To help you to practice everything you're about to learn here today and to review the grammar and vocabulary, those jokes and puns, make sure you download your free PDF cheat sheet, which I've linked to in the description box below this video. Pronti? Are you ready? Iniziamo! Let's get started. Ciao, my name is Michelle. That's Michelle with one L. I was born in Australia and my Italian dad named me after my nonno, Michele. But in Australia, you just pronounce it Michelle. But I didn't speak a word of Italian growing up. I actually learned it as an adult. And now I help thousands of students around the world just like you do the same, using my unique 80-20 method. So if you want to learn Italian, connect with your Italian heritage, or just have more authentic travel experiences in Italy, you're in the right place. Okay, let's get started with today's lesson. Now, before hearing these Italian jokes, let's clarify some key vocabulary. Firstly, we have the
battuta
or quip. This is a witty remark meant to provoke laughter. Perfect for breaking the ice at social gatherings. Imagine yourself at a party dropping a battuta to introduce yourself to others in a humorous way. Next up is
barzelletta,
a joke, a humorous narrative, which can vary in length, but it is guaranteed to generate plenty of smiles. This is great for sharing laughs among friends and family while creating happy moments together. Then comes the
scherzo,
or prank, where laughter isn't confined to words, but extends to playful actions aimed at creating mischief. A classic example is like dumping a bucket of ice-cold water on a friend who's lounging in the sun. And let's not forget the
colmo,
a type of Italian joke that lacks a direct equivalent in English. Think of it as a kind of riddle that begins with a serious question, but then takes a sharp turn into the land of absurdity or wordplay. You'll recognize them by their signature opener, which is
sai qual è il colmo per?
Do you know what? Last but not least, there's the
freddura,
a dad joke, a short, snappy phrase that teases with double meanings and linguistic twists. It doesn't always guarantee laughter, and its humour often depends on the listener's ability to appreciate its cleverness. Now here are some hilarious jokes in Italian that will have you giggling in no time, complete with their English translations and a brief explanation to ensure that we're all in on the fun. The first one is
ci sono una mela e un'arancia che giocano a carte. La mela dice all'arancia: forza, pesca!
There is an apple and an orange playing cards. The apple tells the orange, come on, peach. This joke cleverly plays on the double meaning of pesca, which can mean both the word peach and the imperative form of the verb to draw in Italian. The result is a humorous confusion between the fruit and the action in a card game. In Italian, we would say
pescare una carta,
to draw a card. The next Italian joke is
un signore si reca dal dentista. Dottore, questo dente mi duole tantissimo. Cosa mi consiglia di fare? Guardi, se fosse il mio, lo toglierei subito. Anch'io lo toglierei subito se fosse il suo.
A man goes to the dentist. Doctor, this tooth hurts me a lot. What do you advise me to do? Look, if it were mine, I wouldn't take it off right away. Ha! I'd take it off immediately too if it were yours. This joke plays with the possessive pronouns mio for mine and suo meaning yours in formal Italian address, and the hypothetical construction of the second type, which combines the imperfect subjunctive, in this case,
se fosse,
if it were, and the present conditional tense, in this case,
lo toglierei,
I would take it off or out. to denote the possibility that something may or may not happen. Also, notice the use of
duole,
from the verb
dolere,
which is an old-fashioned equivalent of saying
fare male.
to hurt. Now, to learn how and when to use all Italian pronouns, make sure you watch my video lesson right here. Are you enjoying this lesson? Don't let the learning stop here. Make sure you download your free PDF cheat sheet for this lesson, which you'll find a link to in the description below this video. The next Italian joke we have is:
Qual è il colmo per un vigile urbano? Avere problemi di circolazione.
what's the ultimate joke for a traffic cop? Having circulation issues. Now, the key to this pun is in the term
Circolazione.
which can mean both blood circulation and traffic circulation, a real traffic cop's headache. The next Italian joke we have is:
Alla scuola allievi carabinieri elicotteristi. Allievo, ti piace volare? Signor sì, comandante. Però mi piace di più ciao ciao bambina.
at the Carabinieri Helicopter Pilot School. Trainee, do you like to fly? Yes, sir, but I prefer ciao ciao bambina. Now, in this joke, the fun comes from the use of
Volare.
which means to fly, but also nods to the famous Italian song
Nel blu, dipinto di blu.
by Domenico Modugno, which is commonly referred to as volare. So the chief's innocent question about flying gets hilariously misunderstood by the trainee, who responds with another iconic Italian song,
Ciao ciao bambina.
also by Modugno. Take a look at this next Italian joke. Do you get it?
Ragazza stufa scappa di casa. I genitori muoiono di freddo.
Tired girl runs away from home. The parents die of cold. In this joke,
Stufa.
means both fed up and stove, humorously suggesting that the girl, metaphorically a stove, left her parents shivering in the cold. Talk about heating things up. The next Italian joke is:
Pierino è con la sua fidanzata. Susanna, quando sono con te mi dimentico di tutto. Ma io sono Paola, risponde la ragazza. Visto? Te l'avevo detto.
Pierino is with his girlfriend. Susanna, when I'm with you, I forget about everything. But I'm Paola, the girl replies. See, I told you. In this joke,
Mi dimentico di tutto.
I forget everything is a play on both the idea of being lost in love and the reality of genuine forgetfulness. While Susanna thinks Pierino is expressing romantic feelings, he's actually struggling to remember her name, a classic mix-up. The next Italian joke is:
Cesare, la Macedonia avanza. E mettetela in frigo.
Caesar, Macedonia advances. Put it in the fridge. This is one of my favourite Italian food jokes, as it hints at history too. The focus here is on the two terms
Macedonia.
representing both the country and a fruit salad, and
Avanza.
the third person singular of the verb,
Avanzare.
which means both to advance and to be left over. Looks like Caesar's got more than just armies to contend with. The next Italian joke is:
Perché le tende piangono? Perché sono da sole.
why do curtains cry? Because they're all alone. This funny Italian dad joke is guaranteed to make your friends roll their eyes. The wordplay here is on the expression
Da sole.
which means both alone and for the sun. Who knew window dressings could be so funny? The next Italian joke is:
Un cane chiede a un altro. Come ti chiami? L'altro cane. Lessi e tu? E lui. Scrissi.
one dog asks the other, "What's your name?" The other dog replies, "I read, and you?" And the first dog, "I wrote." This witty exchange focuses on the remote past tense, with lessi resembling the name Lassie from the famous TV dog, which we call Lassie in English, but actually it means I read, from
Leggere.
to read. That's why the second dog responds with scrissi, which is the first person singular of the remote past for
Scrivere.
to write. Now, to learn more about how and when to use the passato remoto in Italian, make sure to watch my video lesson right here. In the meantime, let's take a look at the next Italian joke, which is:
Lo sai in quale stanza ci si sente più ottimisti? Il bagno, perché ogni cosa che farai sarà un successo.
Do you know in which room you feel most optimistic? The bathroom, because everything you do there will be a success. Now, this joke might require an extra moment for it to sink in, but once you get it, you'll be in stitches. It cleverly plays with the word successo, meaning success, whose sound is similar to saying
Sul successo.
which means on the toilet bowl. Definitely a joke for expanding your Italian toilet vocabulary. And it's also a bit of toilet humour. Are you enjoying this lesson? Don't let the learning stop here. Make sure you download your free PDF cheat sheet for this lesson, which you'll find a link to in the description below this video. The next Italian joke is:
Sai perché un'arancia non va mai a fare la spesa? Perché è mandarino.
why doesn't an orange ever go grocery shopping? Because it sends Reno. This joke takes the Italian word
Mandarino.
tangerine and splits it into two segments.
Manda. Rino.
The humour lies in the wordplay, as manda sounds like the third person singular form from the verb mandare, meaning to send, and Rino is an Italian boy's name. The next Italian joke is:
Che disse la moglie di Einstein la sera del matrimonio? Ammazza, che fisico!
what did Einstein's wife say on their wedding night? Wow, what a physique! With physico meaning both physicist and body in Italian, this joke leaves us pondering, is she admiring her husband's scientific prowess or his stellar physique? And then we have the Italian slang word
Ammazza!
meaning wow, which adds excitement. It's a delightful twist that keeps you guessing. Now, to learn more Italian slang that you won't learn in any textbook, make sure you watch my video lesson right here. Now let's move on to the next Italian joke, which is:
Buonasera, vorrei una pizza da asporto. La vuole Margherita? No, no, la voglio io.
good evening, I'd like a takeaway pizza. Now this next part could be interpreted two ways. Do you want it margarita style? Or it could be interpreted as, does Margarita want it? No, I want it myself. Now, margarita isn't just a delicious pizza variety, it's also a lovely Italian female name. So when the pizza guy asks if the customer wants a margarita pizza, the customer mistakenly thinks he's asking if it's Margarita herself who's craving pizza. Note that la in this phrase stands for pizza, hence the funny answer. Take a look at this next Italian joke.
Livello di napoletano? Ottimo! Bene, traduca. Assomiglia al mio amico proveniente dalla capitale francese. Paris.
Neapolitan proficiency? Excellent. Alright, translate. He resembles my friend from the French capital, Paris. Now this joke plays on the sounds of the Neapolitan expression,
Paris.
which resembles Paris, the French capital. However, in reality, it's the local dialect or language for
Pare.
it seems.
Esso.
Him, a super funny play on words, and very advanced, I might add. The next Italian joke we have is:
Un siciliano entra in una pasticceria di Milano. Vorrei una colomba. Motta? E che, viva me la vuole dare?
a Sicilian walks into a bakery in Milan. I'd like a colomba. Do you want a motta? Why, you want to hand me a live one? Now this Easter-themed joke refers to colomba, which is a typical cake of the Italian Easter tradition, and it plays on some phonetic differences between the Sicilian language and standard Italian. Motta is a renowned Milanese sweet brand, but since Sicilians often pronounce the consonant cluster RT as double T, the Sicilian misinterprets the brand name Motta as morta, meaning dead, resulting in this hilariously unexpected response. Now, to learn more about the differences between Sicilian and standard Italian, make sure you watch my video lesson right here. Now, to continue your learning and to help you practice all the Italian jokes that you learned here today, make sure you download your free PDF cheat sheet, which you'll find a link to in the description below this video. If you enjoyed this lesson, then you'll love Intrepid Italian, my series of online self-paced video courses that break down everything you need to know about Italian using my unique 80-20 method. More details in the description below. Now, if you enjoyed this lesson, make sure you take my free Italian level test right here. Plus, if you want to test your advanced Italian vocabulary, see if you know these 15 Italian words. If you do, your Italian is amazing. In the meantime, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on those notifications so you get an alert when I post more videos like this one. Until next time, un abbraccio. Ciao!